Well, hello guys. Welcome back. Loki and I are having a problem making this video because this is not a political channel. It is not. This is not Discuss the Politics of America channel. So let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, a very evil man put a lot of children in cages and then he burned for eternity. The end. There we go. There's a story. If you know what's going on in America, you know what I'm referring to. Loki is upset. I am upset. I think the one that's most upset is Yahweh, since they keep dragging him into this and justifying putting children in cages by saying, Bible verses. Yay, Bible verses. And, it was funny because watching them do this, and I watched how often comedians make more sense than anyone else talk about this. And it kind of made me realize where some people become atheists. It really did. It made me realize, because I was wondering as I was looking through research on stuff, why are there atheistic Satanists? Why do they, put all these satanic trappings on if they're just atheists? Why not just be a plain old atheist? And I think I see why. You would want to rebel, especially when they say this is God's plan or some kind of disgusting hogwash. And they used it to justify slavery, prison camps for the Japanese, how Jewish people were treated when they came to this country. They've always used it, and it's been against waves and waves of people. Probably if your people either were here or came here, at one point or another, your people were hated. And they were prosecuted. And that's something to think about. We have this mythos in America that everyone gets along and everybody's treated equally. And sometimes that does not happen. And it's up to us as Americans to have the privilege of being here. What are they going to do? Kick us out? To stand up for those that are less fortunate than us. So, if you see an ability, especially with your voting, since voting's coming up in a few months, do what you can to help out the people that, have no power in this country. They're coming here with absolutely nothing because they have no other choice. The sad thing is they're starting to leave America en masse and go to Canada because they just don't trust America as a safe harbor. And that's shameful because we're supposed to be a safe harbor. We have the lady in the harbor for a reason. So, we just kind of wanted to talk about that. Loki's very angry. It's not like Loki's going to do something terrible. I'm not a Christian preacher. I'm not going to sit here and pronounce damnation, hellfire on people. That's not my job. But I do think that if you try to say God of love is the reason you do hateful acts, you're very gravely mistaken. So, it's food for thought. Again, we don't want to become a political channel, but it was something that upset both of us because, I've worked with children all my life, and my family were immigrants, not so many decades, well, century or so back, but still, after the whole 1776 thing and everything. So, it touched me because when my family came here, both sides of the family, they had no choice. They wouldn't have left the old country if they would have had a choice. They had no choice. And so to see people today, treated in such a way just because of the country that they're immigrating from, it's really shameful, period, in American history. So, we both just wanted to point that out. And, separating families is wrong. I think we all know that. We need Mr. Rogers to come back. We seriously do, because apparently these adults need to be taught how to treat other people. You don't separate families. You don't hate people. You don't justify evil actions by quoting your God, just as we can't do something wrong and say, Loki made me do it, or it's Loki's fault, or I'm imitating Loki. They can't blame it on their God either. So, okay guys, that was a most cheerful video, but we're both very upset, especially, there was a Down syndrome child taken from her family, and it really upset me because, it's a shameful thing to do, to rip children from their parents. It's every parent's nightmare. It's every adult who's ever worked with children's nightmare that something will happen to the children. So a little emotional, but we just figured it was something to talk about. So, in my experience, Loki's not happy about it. This is not the kind of chaos Loki is. This is shameful humans doing wicked things. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.